in hiding.
This next question's fucking dumb too.
Homies in hiding.
Yeah, Denver's got a lot of gays. I was like, what?
That's what weed does to you. Turns you gay.
That's why you're gay.
I don't smoke weed. I'm sober as a clam. I'm sober as the clan.
Really?
KKK.
I've got a list of things that I came up
Why
with.
is it so small?
I took a screenshot of my voice or my memos on my phone because I woke up and just wrote down a couple ideas.
Just randomly in the middle of the night.
You know the movie Limitless with what's his name, Bradley Cooper,
Oh, yeah.
where he takes a pill and he's the smartest man in the world, and he has to take a pill every day and he stays the smartest man in the world.
Okay.
You get the concept. You haven't seen the movie, but you understand.
I call him Bradley.
Isn't that what his name is?
And Bradley Cooper.
Don't people just call him
He's got to
Bradley
take a
Cooper?
pill every day to be the smartest man.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Chris, have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
this is going to be a cock thing again.
No, it's not. It's close.
Pill a day, you
It's,
get a big
it's
cock.
limitless, but you have to eat your own feces. Okay.
Well, so what's limitless?
So you're
So you become
Oh, I'm the
smart
smartest
by,
man.
yeah,
you
you're the
become smart
smartest
by
man in the
eating
world.
shit?
Yeah, but you have to eat your own
How much
poop every day.
poop?
You have to eat the entire thing. So
What
if
do
you
you mean
poop
the
twice a
entire
day,
Just in
You got
You
to
have
eat
to- you have
whatever
to
you
eat
shit
the
out.
entire thing.
Oh, okay.
yeah, and you don't get sick from it. It just makes you the smartest man in the world.
Oh, that makes me the smartest.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Does it
It's-
also give you nutrients again and fill you up?
It's negligible. You still have to eat.
It's yeah. There's no reason behind it other than you're just eating your own shit. You don't get anything from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take a few days off too if you want.
Yeah, but like,
clean up my diet, and then my shit is nice and pure.
Yeah.
well, that feeling of fullness would equate to lack of nutrition because you wouldn't be eating.
No, you're just eating
necessarily.
normal food too.
Yeah, but if
You're
you're,
not
putting
just-
volume back into your stomach, that's going to make your
Yeah, I
stomach
mean,
feel
I
like
guess
you're
if you
full.
eat your own poop for a year, it's going to keep compounding and
I feel like
You're eventually gonna get super sick.
Yeah.
Probably.
But I feel like you would. It'd be hard. That'd be like become an addiction, being the smartest person in the world.
I'm
the
addicted
smartest
to eating
person
my
in the
own
world.
shit.
Why would you just realize I just ate my own shit?
You would think, but that's what it takes to get there.
yeah, you just take one bite. I'm the smartest man in the world.
One bite
I'm
of
doing this.
I know a guy down the street who does that already.
Well, would you do it?
No, I don't think so.
Really? Wouldn't do it? To be the smartest man in the world? Maybe you haven't seen the movie. He becomes like a billionaire.
It's the
Well,
best
would
movie.
you? Would you?
No, I wouldn't.
You crazy?
I've just seen a few guys, but... How about this? There's a button. You press it. There's a 50% chance that you get $1 million. There's also a 50% chance that you just drop dead. Do you press it?
Not
If
really.
so, do you press it a couple times?
Wait, what? You can't press more than once. Oh, I suppose.
Yeah. There's a button.
Yeah,
If you
every
hit
time
it,
it halves your chance.
you either get... Well, no, it's 50% every time.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you're flipping a coin every single time.
Oh, so I could. Yeah, but I mean, to get 5 million, my chances are 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5 times. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I don't think I would. I'm very bad at gambling. I have
You
bad
wouldn't even
luck.
do it once?
No,
I thought you had good luck.
I've really
You
bad
either
luck.
hit it and then nothing happens because you're dead, or you hit it and you have $1 million.
I mean, if I was at an all-time low, I would, but like, that'd have to be pretty
You
low.
wouldn't do it? Like right now, if this is $1 or a button. No? DJ, would you? $1 million?
But I could just die too.
Yeah. You either hit that button and nothing happens because you're dead,
Oh, I see.
or you hit it and you're a millionaire.
Cha-ching. Nah, not a million.
No?
I don't know. That's 50.
You find a guy with terminal cancer.
Have
I'll
him
pay
press-
you $250,000 if you
Smart.
press this button for me.
That's Daryl.
And then it still kills you and not him.
Did I wait?
Damn it!
Yeah, I don't know about $1 million, man.
I thought you said 500 million.
Oh, you said 1 million.
Well, that's it. Yeah. No,
Well, what would it have to be for you to press it?
no, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it for any amount of money? $1 billion? You wouldn't do it?
Damn,
So
Chris is worth infinity. His life is.
50-50 that you would die.
Yeah.
It's like Ebola, right? 50% chance to die if you got it, I think.
Yeah,
I
but you
mean-
don't get $1 billion from Ebola.
At the very least, I could go and become a monk and live off of nothing for the rest of my life. That'd be better than just dying, I feel like.
Would it?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because meditating,
Because
meditating and being up in the mountains, getting that nice view.
Imagine this though. You're about to press the button. No, I'm not going to. And then you go and get hit by a car and you're a paraplegic and you have to sit in a chair for the next 40 years.
That's the case when I would want to press the button.
Exactly. So you should have pressed it.
But you don't know that until
Exactly.
hindsight, so...
wait, so you're doing it for $1 million?
No.
What the?
Well, what if?
He always
what
talks
if,
like,
what if you don't
what
press
about
it?
this, guys? But I wouldn't
I
do
know.
it, but
What if you don't press it? But somebody after you don't press it, somebody comes around the corner with $50 million they just want to give to you.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just throwing these out there, seeing what you guys will do.
50 mil. I mean, at my age right now, I wouldn't do it. But
Yeah,
if I was like
smart.
60, I'd do it for like 50.
Well, yeah, if you're an old crippled man, you
Are we talking right now then?
Yeah, right now.
Geez, I
Yeah,
don't
I'd
know.
take that button with me, and anytime I ever get any, keep it with me, keep it stored in a closet, and yeah, when I turn 60, 65, or
I would keep it stored around.
And then you
children.
accidentally press it one day. Oh, whoops! Cool.
50 mil.
I would keep it stored at the daycare.
Yeah.
That's how the kids
Right
run
now,
around.
since we're young, I wouldn't do it. But
Yeah,
if I was like 60, I'd do it for 50 mil. I'd press that thing.
yeah.
Spit on that.
Only
thing.
once though.
or again on your deathbed, you just reach over
Yeah.
with your last bit of strength.
And see how many times you can press it.
Yeah, if you get it once, twice, 3 times, holy shit, my family's gonna be loaded forever.
Yeah.
But you gotta make sure you don't
But
press
that's
it.
only $1 million too. You know, a 50
Yeah, but still,
million.
if you can get 2 or 3 presses in before it kills you.
Yeah, but it's 3 million versus 150. If you did, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't do it for just $1 million no matter what.
Oh yeah.
If 50 million, oh bang, one, I got 50. Oh, I got 100 now. You know, that's a lot different than 2. and
Or you just
3
get
million.
killed on your first press.
Yeah.
You got nothing.
Yeah.
But you took the chance, right? You gave it all you had.
This was another auction one where the best body part swap wins $1 million. So,
Like, what would I want
like
to
if you
on?
swap your arm with your leg, some surgeon slips your arm on there and your leg and your head. You know?
Same size.
Yeah, propose to me the best body swap. Swap your left and your right hand. Swap your nose for your ear. Something like that. The most impressive one. wins
Nose
$1
for
million.
your asshole.
Yeah. Does that make
Like,
sense?
The best, most impressive.
Yeah, the one that
Who's judging
impresses
this, you?
me. Yeah, I have $1 million. Whichever surgery I think is the most amusing, I'll give them $1 million to. You don't want to go too far. You know, you don't want to put your
Asshole with my pineal gland. That way my head will fill with shit, and then I'll explode from the inside, and shit will come out of my nose and eyes and mouth.
all right.
Jeez, I don't know. This one's. could be
I was just
so many
thinking-
body parts.
Swap your.
Are we just going like out, so like no bones or anything?
Yeah, no. Like swap
He
your
said pineal gland.
left hand for your right hand or something.
Pineal gland.
Yeah.
Pineal.
All right, maybe that wasn't a good one.
That's tough, man. I don't know.
I don't know, my thumb for my toe.
Yeah, something like that.
My middle finger for my ring finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, just swap.
Well, that one wouldn't win. I'd give it to Thomas.
Swap
Okay.
out my pinky and my thumb.
Alright, Thomas wins.
Ooh, yeah, I'd take my thumb and put it in place. So I have 2 thumbs on one hand.
Yeah.
Penis with my nose. That'd be a good one.
Penis for my big toe.
Squidward.
Penis for my
Squidward.
thumb.
Penis for your thumb.
I was gonna say big toe for my nose. Put a big toe right there.
Big nose
Yeah.
for your toe.
And then you have a nose and a toe. For your,
Big
nose
nose
on
and
your
toe.
foot. Would you rather have lunch lady arms or thunder thighs?
Lunch lady arms.
Yeah,
Like the huge flabby.
yeah. No matter what
Are
the
we just
rest of
gonna
your
look at
body
this
looks
jack
like.
chick the whole time?
Yeah, we can.
That's good.
It's unsettling.
Lunch lady arms.
Thunder thighs. I don't know.
Thunder thighs or
I kinda-
pillow pants.
I kind of what?
Pillow pants.
What is that?
Thunder thighs.
So
Meaning you have a regular waist and then it just balloons
so
up.
like Michelin Man.
Yeah, you got big
Oh,
fat thighs.
So they're not just like good looking
No.
jacked girl thighs.
No, they're big fat
Oh
thighs.
jeez.
Big fat girl thighs.
Yeah, you either walk around with those
They look
or
like-
you have lunch lady arms that hang down.
They look like whipped cream when you like shoot it out of the can. That's what your legs, thighs would look like.
Gosh,
It doesn't matter how much you work out or diet or anything, your arms or your legs will never change.
But there are some women that'll see that and think, "Oh, big arms," and they'll like that. But most girls seeing big thighs are gonna be like,
You
"Yeah."
can hide lunch lady arms, but you can't hide thunder thighs.
Yeah.
Unless you wear a dress.
Lunch lady arms.
Yeah, I'd go with lunch lady.
Yeah,
Me
that's-
too.
I just always wear a sweatshirt.
I mean, if you're confident enough, you could pull off pillow pants. You know?
Pillow pants.
I feel like I could pull off lunch lady arms way better.
Bingo!
Yeah. Bingo arms.
I'm getting some air.
Yeah, you can maybe like stretch them out and learn how to glide with them too.
Yeah.
How about this? What pro sport could you join today and not be the worst?
Oh my god.
I mean,
Like-
any of them.
Not
You
the worst.
you think you're not the worst NHL player in the
pro
world?
sport.
Yeah.
Define
And it
pro,
has to
though.
be men's. I mean, yeah, you can get pretty obscure like hot dog eating or something, but
Hot dog eating, yeah, it's good. Is that a sport?
I don't
There's
know, is
pro leagues in like Kazakhstan. I'm pretty sure I could go over to Kazakhstan and not be the worst hockey player.
Yeah.
Parkour.
Is that
You think you're not the worst though?
Mhm.
You think there's worse professionals than you?
Yeah.
Why don't you go pro then?
Because I would hurt myself eventually. And I'm saying like I could like perform better than them in certain events because I would be more risk taking.
Alright.
I think there's a guy that I'm better than in the NHL.
You think so?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Matt Rempe.
You're dog shit at hockey, dude.
I think Justin Brazeau, I think he's horrible.
Mhm.
He can't skate at all. I can skate better than him.
How do you make it to the NHL then?
He's huge. He's 6'6" or something.
Well, are
Plays
you
for the
better
Wild.
than him then?
He plays for the Wild. I think I can skate better than him, but I don't know about everything else.
And
How
not
about you?
the worst player.
There's another guy. Who else would I... There's like fighters. I think I'm probably better than
Why don't you say
guy from
bodybuilding?
Toronto.
Ryan Reeves.
Yeah.
Why don't you say bodybuilding?
He has no skill or
Why
anything.
did
He's
you
just
say
a fighter
bodybuilder?
and huge.
Yeah.
Why don't you say bodybuilding?
Alright.
Because I don't know. They're huge, man. Can't compete with those
Statistically the worst or just eye test? Because there's pitchers out there with just infinity ERA. Can
Yeah.
I go in and
Um,
only give up 18 runs in an inning?
steroids.
Yeah, I guess. What do you mean? How do they get infinity?
That's a good
If
point.
you give up 10 runs and don't get any outs,
Yeah.
Oh.
you're
They just got lit up right
yeah.
at the beginning. Yeah.
If you don't get any outs, your ERA.
So yeah, that would
becomes
count. If you can
infinity.
go in there and get a couple strikeouts.
Yeah, you see that all the time. Position players come in and just lob 50-mile-per-hour curveballs.
So maybe the answer for all of us is baseball then.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. Baseball's... Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to be a great hitter if you can just get a few pitches. in.
Again, statistically speaking, because
Yeah.
I could probably come in.
Yeah,
and,
but they're not gonna consistently be that bad. If they are, they're getting sent down.
yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Still,
You
you
can't,
don't
they're not
need
gonna
to-
go in and give up 10 runs, get one out. That's a what? 30. That's like a what? 270 ERA. Yeah,
It's not basketball. It's not football.
yeah. We gotta think some.
I think fighting would be another one where you could go your way too.
I don't know about that. Professional fighting, Chris.
Are you including semi-professional?
dude, anyone can go professional
No,
boxing. now.
professional.
Right.
Anyone can be a pro boxer now.
Yeah, and it just takes lucky hit or
Chris
like.
could knock out Colton Warner.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
I don't know what he looks like.
he's a heavyweight.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just saying he's a pro boxer, but is he really pro? Like, when we think pro, we think like
Yeah, like
big timers,
Conor
Yeah,
McGregor and shit.
sponsorships.
millions of dollars. And
Yeah, there's a lot of like niche fighting ones that you could do.
I was thinking like curling. I could be the guy with the broom.
But is there a curling?
You think that you could be?
Yes.
You're better than the worst
People who were in the
professional
Olympics.
curler?
Yeah, arguably I could sweep better. Than
I think I could get lucky enough
It's
in,
technique,
in
though.
like pro fishing and get lucky enough and be better than somebody.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like you're like out there Aquaman calling the fish. It's kind of just this,
Yeah.
a lot of it's luck.
Pro poker
Well,
player?
Yeah.
I'm not that good at poker.
Pro
You have to be good
blackjack
at poker,
player?
though.
I mean, you have to be good at fishing too. You can't just go out there. Otherwise, everyone's good.
Well, then is fishing actually a sport? You know?
I'm just thinking. I'm
don't
thinking
think
about
it
the
is.
list of ESPN top 50 sports. Fishing was on there. That's the sport I'm thinking. Or that's the
IndyCar,
list I'm
Formula
thinking of.
One.
Yeah, if you go and you're in
I'll
NASCAR,
send
if
you
you
racing,
don't
too.
come in last.
One time though, or
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
consistent.
yeah. What if you like run the first guy off the road? Just one guy.
Yeah,
off the
shoot
road.
the guy.
Then I win.
Then you're better.
Yeah.
Yeah. all
True.
right.
That's what I mean. If we're just like just one time, you have to go into pro fishing, and you have a decent chance of maybe beating someone because fishing is like partially luck, partially skill. You can
Darts.
go get skunked.
Could I be the
And you
best?
could beat
Could I be better than the worst darts player or the best billiards player?
I think that's a lot of skill, though.
I mean, hunting in general, I guess too. Billiards is a lot of
so
skill.
hunting is not on
Yeah.
the list of
But
sports.
even with billiards, I mean, it's pros still sometimes get the 8-ball in, you know.
Yep.
So
I guess I was thinking like table tennis. But
so
probably
we
not.
need a metric to like consistent.
Table tennis is crazy.
Regular tennis,
What about like figure skating that could like fall down?
golf.
No.
No, you're not gonna be.
See, again, how bad is the worst player in all these sports?
Yeah. They could just have a bad day too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but are we gonna go based off of one bad day?
If
or,
John
like,
Daly shows up
consistency?
drunk and doesn't care and fires 10 of them into the water,
Yeah.
So it has to be with consistency, I think. So like that's why parkour.
Yeah,
I
so
think
like
would work better
bowling, no
because
way.
I could consistently outperform somebody at parkour, but eventually, like, the more riskier you are, the sooner you're gonna.
But
end
is
your career.
parkour a sport, Chris?
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Well, you
Technically.
don't really think that well, so.
Let me look it up. Is parkour a sport? Do they have a professional league?
Yeah.
The worst player in women's professional hockey. Could I be better than her?
It's men's.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I could make pro hockey tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we could all walk into women's whatever and probably be better.
Jeez.
Women's locker
Oh,
rooms.
what?
Sport parkour league.
They're actually making a video game of parkour from Sora. They're a parkour group.
So you think you go on American Ninja Warrior and win?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Jeez, this guy's big time.
I think if I had like I mean all those guys train on the course, so if I had the same amount of training time they did, I definitely could. It's just
I
so
don't
easy.
know, man.
Yeah,
That's like me saying, yeah, I could go play pro hockey if I had this and that, and I don't know.
Dude, you gotta see me on those jungle gym swings, daddy.
I don't know, man.
I've always wanted to be on American Ninja Warrior, but it's all personality that gets you on there. It's like having a sad life story.
Well, that's you.
That's who they pick.
I'll break your legs right now.
Yeah, then I'll win.
Tell him you've repeatedly chopped your dick off for 10,000.
The American Ninja Warrior looks moderately easy compared to like the Japanese ones. Those ones are actually like crazy courses. Like those are hard. And so all the ones that win on American Ninja Warrior are rock climbers or ice climbers too.
I don't think you're going on there and just cranking that ladder, dude.
That's
You
the,
think you can do that?
that's the only hard one I think out of all
Yeah.
that. That's the hardest part.
And then like they're slanted sometimes and not even.
You gotta go.
They're trying with their eyes.
No, we're talking about American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah.
Mm. How about this?
Wait, what was the question we were even on? Oh, like better than some of the worst.
Yeah, what sport could you join?
I honestly think I could be better than Ryan Reeves though. Thomas, do you think you could be?
And what are the chances that he watches this?
He's gonna beat you up.
Probably
Actually,
better skater,
let's
yeah,
introduce
better
our
skater
guest.
than
Yeah, from the,
Yeah, I guess.
Ryan Reeves, come on out.
Yeah, hockey's tough because like I'm not gonna go out there and just start pounding on guys like he does.
Could I go out for a 30-second shift and not get scored on?
Yeah.
as a goalie.
No,
Oh,
as a
skater,
forward.
as a forward.
Oh.
Go out, cover the D, get the puck
Yeah.
down, dump it, change,
No way.
done.
No way. Some 6'5", 350-pound guy coming at
I
you.
don't know 350s in hockey.
You don't think so?
And you gotta, if you're relying on your teammates too, I mean that kind of defeats the purpose. So
I
I feel
think
like a shootout
football
thing.
would be the hardest, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
long
but,
snapper?
yeah, I mean, you're gonna be giant though.
Yeah, that's true.
But like, I'm better than like Dwayne Carr. You know, he's on.
Yeah, true.
I mean, yeah, it's so like, are we talking practice squad? Is that considered pro?
I didn't give it this much thought. I just woke up at 3 a.m. and
Dude,
wrote the
where
idea.
does-
Again, there's levels to pro, though.
Yeah.
To the shit.
And is semi-pro considered in that pro or no?
No.
Okay.
Pro.
Oh, so then your league wouldn't count, whatever Kazakhstan, right? Because I've always thought I could go somewhere else and try to live there and try to make their Olympic hockey team if they ever had one.
Yeah. Kazakhstan has Olympic hockey.
But obviously,
Yeah, that kind of defeats the purpose. So.
And our top Nigerian.
Yeah.
yeah, wouldn't that be hilarious? Though I'm in the Olympics.
That'd be pretty cool.
Blackface.
It could absolutely destroy it.
Yeah, but who cares?
The Nigerian Olympic.
Do you guys see me at the ceremony, opening ceremony?
the flag bearer for Nigeria?
Worst basketball player though.
Yeah,
TJ Gross.
That would be pretty cool.
but I don't know if you have to live there for a long time.
No, you just have to
or,
prove some kind of ancestry, I think.
Or marry
Oh,
a,
ancestry,
marry a
yeah, it is.
citizen.
So I have to go, like,
marry a
Germany.
Nigerian woman.
Oh, one I'd be good at would be dog fighting, I think. I think I could be a pro at
Go
that.
Sora!
No, Chris would be in there with the dog.
I choose you, Sora.
Chris chewing on a pit bull's ear.
Cockfighting? I can beat that rooster, no problem. No doubt in my mind.
Sir, why are your clothes off?
Your rooster against my 3 feet.
How about you? What
What's
sport are you picking? You did ever?
Curling.
Oh, okay.
I'm the broom guy.
Yeah, that's
Right
a
now, pro
technique though.
curling though, is there?
Yeah, it's in the Olympics.
Yeah, what are you talking
Doesn't mean
about?
it's pro.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's
You
pro.
can
That's
You can
amateur.
watch it on TV.
Yeah, my parents were in a curling league. That doesn't mean it's pro.
Oh, my battery's running low.
Oh no.
I need to go get my charger. 10 minutes remaining. How about this?
Go get it.
Best and worst job you've ever had? Yeah.
Oh god. I already know mine.
Every job I think sucks eventually.
Is it the people or is it the work though?
It's the work.
You think so?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like my job, I've gotten so good at it that I do all my work in like 10 minutes, and then I've got nothing to do.
That's just you, man. You're just so good.
Wow, there's
I'd say worst job would probably be hand.
Hand?
Best would probably be.
I get it.
I didn't do that first either. I was like, what? Hey, grab my water.
I'm the only one that came up with that thought of that joke.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Tony, grab my water. Thanks.
I don't know. AW is pretty fun.
Yeah, AW ain't my worst job. As far as like looking at it like from a bigger perspective.
I've never had a bad.
I was quick with that.
I've never had a bad.
Oh, I have. I did. I worked there for one day.
Where?
Oops.
Oh,
Is it shut off already? I don't know if I know. Oh, I see. And it's not recording anymore.
Well, first before A&W, as far as like looking
It's
at
not
the bigger
recording.
picture. What?
If that turned on, so it's probably not recording anymore.
No,
Yeah,
the
it is.
computer's running on battery.
Oh.
It's recording. I see it ticking. 25, 20, 22, 21.
What did you
A&W.
say? Ham? Ow. Did you say ham? What did you say was your worst job?
Oh, I don't think I've had.
He said hand job or blow job?
But A&W, if you look at it, like, we're going to look at it when we're 35 and be like, geez, thank God I don't work there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I mean, it'd be very depressing. You
Because it's fast food. Now, it was fun because we could do whatever we wanted, but, like, fast food sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I
it's
guess
fun
it'd be
because
worse
we were
for-
teenagers and we could throw stuff around and do whatever we
yeah,
wanted.
but I worked there until I was 24, 25,
I think my worst job was at KFC.
actually.
Yeah.
How many jobs have you had, though?
Quite a few. I worked at KFC, A&W, the Ice Factory,
Yeah.
2 different janitor jobs, Second Wind.
I had Panera. Panera was okay. I had to get up at 3:30. That was the only shit part.
You didn't like that?
Get up at 3:30?
Yeah.
No, man. I always had a headache.
Yes, I got up at 4.
Well, your REM cycle's like till 7, isn't it?
It depends when you go to bed.
My worst job was Cornerstone Building Brands. I worked there in November 2023. I told you that story, right?
Yeah, I remember you were bragging about how much money you're gonna make, and then
No.
2 weeks later, I'm like, "Hey, how's that job going?" Oh, I quit.
I worked one day.
One day.
Well,
What was bad about it?
well, so I had, you have like orientation and stuff. I did
That
that.
sucks.
No.
Train.
I did orientation till, I don't know, maybe like 11, and then I went out into it's in North Branch. They make like the headstones for like cemeteries and stuff. And all I'm doing all day is just grabbing bricks and just stacking them into a box.
Oh.
But they didn't give me a tour until it was like I was already at the job. I mean,
Right.
it's like a job where anyone could get hired, basically.
Yeah.
But I just needed something. And so you have to wear an N95, and it's insanely hot in there. I had glasses, like safety glasses on, helmet, like a, no.
That does sound rough.
And you gotta wear pants. You gotta wear pants, and you had to wear like a bib, not a bib, but like a
Yeah, overalls.
apron.
Oh.
Apron. You gotta wear an apron, tie it on tight, bang. No one speaks English in there. All right, man, here we go. And I'm like, holy fuck. And it's like, I only did it for what, like 2 hours, and I was like, guys, I gotta leave early today. No, it was so bad. So like you'd take like the cement. It's like cement, obviously,
Yeah.
right? But it's all formed in different shapes of bricks and stuff. And it's in like this thing, so you put it on this vacuum. It's like you're on a assembly line basically. But you like put it on this vacuum so it blows it up.
Yeah.
So you can get the bricks out. Does that make sense? So it creates like a bubble.
Yeah.
And I was just fucking just going one after the other. You grab the next one. It's heavy too because it's cement. Bang! You gotta put the next one on there, dude. I just remember my face was so sweaty. The sweat's dripping in my eyes, just burning the shit out of them. And the guys are like, "Come on, man, keep going. What are you doing?"
I'm
And
sure
like,
that the very next day they're like, all right, now that our yearly brick sorting is done, let's get back to business. Bring in the girders.
Bring in the girders.
Horrible.
It was the worst thing ever, man. My eyes, oh my god. I just remember my eyes were burning so
The
bad.
funniest part of that is like you saying how much money you're gonna make.
That's made up though. You just made that up.
Yeah. I think I was thinking of the pole shed building one. Didn't you work at like a lumber yard? This was like before Amazon.
I built houses before I moved.
Oh, framing, that's what it was.
Framing?
Yeah. How long did you do that?
A couple weeks.
My
My first day, it was 105 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So you can't do hot things.
Well, I worked at A&W, but you could like drink water there when you're freaking framing houses. It's not like, all right, set the truss up. Hold on, let me get a drink of water first. You know
So
what
you
I
always
mean?
have the water on you. Get a bottle of water on you.
I mean, yeah, dude. That when it was 105, I was pouring water down my back, everything, and it was so fucking hot.
I think my worst job was similarly bricklaying, hardscaping. But not like, I mean, obviously the work was hard, but the worst part was dealing with the fucking retards that work there.
Yeah.
Because the first time you hear like a dick joke is funny, and maybe like a couple times after that, but when it's the only thing that when you interact with somebody and it's the only like thing that they make jokes about, and
So basically, all of our podcasts.
no,
So it's the same joke over.
it's like dick measuring, like it's like dogs sniffing around another dude's asshole trying to like figure out who they are and what they're like. So this just all day is like, yeah, maybe in your tiny dick or whatever, do this, you know, and then eventually like
Needle dick.
stuff like that, and then eventually I go from like laughing to like, yep, all right.
So it was more so the people.
Oh, definitely the people. Yeah, they're just like
See, mine was just work,
like,
man.
and the thing is like we only needed to like to talk to them, but like they just do anyways. So then I got to deal with that on the car rides there, car rides back, and it's like you can't say anything because they're like the seniors there, you know. But it's like then you're not laughing at their jokes, and they're like, "Oh, what's this guy? What's wrong with this guy? He's sensitive. He doesn't like my same joke that I've made 60 times today. I don't get it." You're dealing with some pretty low IQ people in construction, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'd otherwise probably still be in construction if it wasn't for the people. Because I like carpentry quite a bit. But then I work with people like JJ Goad and his brother Jordan Goad.
Yep.
That name sounds familiar. I can't
Yeah.
place the name to a face.
No-
Wait, did you say what your best was?
Another
then?
couple retards.
Oh, we're gonna say best too.
Yeah, I said best and worst. What's the best? A&W?
I mean, I do like my job now, but yeah, I think A&W was probably the best looking, just because of the fun aspect of it.
Yeah.
I'm not into making burgers and fries all day.
Yeah.
You
I think
know,
the only, I'd have to say Pizza Pub because that's the only job I never was at for a while. I've only had like,
that was your worst one, you're saying?
yeah, that's the only job I've ever not worked for longer than like 3 years.
Yeah, you guys haven't had a really bad experience like I did, I guess. Have you?
I mean, the ice factory is pretty brutal. That
Yeah.
so was Innovative Basement. That was like 6
that
to
would
6.
suck. Yeah.
That was blazing heat every day, breathing in those chemicals.
Ugh.
That was bad, but
I would say that Cornerstone job wouldn't be bad if I didn't have to wear an N95 and like they'd always put this dust on the ground because it's like whatever is in there you can't breathe it in. So
Get in there,
they
TJ.
put dust. No. I mean they put like this mulch looking thing on the ground.
Oh yeah,
So the dust
to
can't
keep the
come up.
dust down. Yeah.
From all the, it's like the fine particles of the cement and the bricks
Yep.
and stuff.
dang. So what's your best, Thomas? Your current job?
Either one, either the Saints or working at the school.
Yeah.
It's the reason I've only had one job. I've been there for 7 years.
Yeah.
I guess what defines best, you know?
I don't know when you enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
Most fun.
Overall best.
My worst was KFC, just because
It's the most fun,
I worked
pays
with
the
all
best.
meth heads, and it was just insane.
Rats everywhere.
Yeah, rats everywhere.
Was there actually though, or did you
Yeah,
just like,
no, there was actually my first day. I drop a piece of chicken on the ground.
pick it up?
Yeah, the guy's like, "Pick it up." I'm like, what?
5-second rule.
Dirty. I was a terrible employee too. I burned a lot of chicken and flooded the place a couple times, but they had
Here's your
one
chicken.
15-year-old kid making all the chicken and 3 meth heads working up the front. It was crazy.
What's your best job?
Best is either being a janitor at the U of M or my current job. Because when I was a janitor, I'd bike in at 4 a.m., clean the gym, and I'd have 7 hours of free time.
So you're just looking for free time more so than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, your best jobs are ones where you don't really.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my current job, get in, do 30 minutes, maybe an hour work, and then I'm home for the rest of the day for
I guess I was
8 hours.
prioritizing like fun more than anything, so that's why I chose.
Yeah, I mean, A&W, you like cry laughing every day
Yeah.
and don't do any actual work other than cooking hamburgers, but
I was there for so long too, so
yeah.
So long too. So long too.
I haven't had any other jobs even close to the same amount of years. I was at A&W for what, 10 years?
Yeah, but every job you get to a certain
10
point where it's not
years.
really worth the money anymore.
I don't know.
Like A&W.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
My favorite so far has been sales. That's pretty fun.
Was it?
So your job isn't. Oh, sorry, Chris.
No, it's okay, dude. I'm used to it by now.
Well, you just said something about not really worth it anymore. The money. So doing nothing all day is not worth the money to you.
It's like
Yeah.
I could probably go and get a better job within the company and make more money,
And that'd be more.
and then figure out a way to keep doing nothing. As I'm
Yeah,
applying for
I
jobs,
guess
I'm
that's-
like,
that's Andrew basically.
yeah, analyst. How much work would I have to do that? Is it worth the more money? Like I can go get a job anywhere else for more money, but I'd have to actually work.
Yeah.
So it's
So
not worth
you're just like finding loopholes and.
Yeah, whatever job I can exploit the
Bunch
most
of
will get
stuff.
paid.
I don't job jump, so yeah, I've never really had a bad job.
That's all I've ever
What
done.
was your
is
best,
jump.
Chris?
Just usually
Your
get a
current
job and stay there.
Yeah.
You're doing that on camera. You know that.
I'm gonna fuck.
What about your worst job, Chris?
I already said.
Oh yeah, bricklaying.
Yeah, I like sales though. I just wish that my employees.
Dang, I thought all you guys would
would
choose. I thought you both would choose A&W.
I mean, that was fun, but I was also 15
Yeah.
to 17, so.
I worked
Yeah, you weren't
summer
there
rec
that
for
long,
my
yes.
high school job.
I wish I would have done that. That would have been fun.
Yeah, summer
But-
rec was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I work hockey too. Yeah, dang.
Hockey. That's not your favorite?
I mean, yeah, it might be actually. That's pretty
You and
fun.
Seth Sauter banging in the bung bus?
Problem is, there's no money in that, so.
Yeah.
You guys pee in the shower? You pee in the shower?
What shower?
Your shower, when you take your shower. Do you
Anytime
take
you take a
showers?
shower.
That's your question.
Yeah, that's the next one. That's
Are
the
you
next
serious?
topic. Yeah.
You're just pissing in the shower, like that's a good one.
Do you and Seth pee in the shower together?
Yeah, I thought that's what he was asking. I'm like, what? I thought you were asking if I pee in the shower like after hockey practice or something.
No, in general.
If I have to pee, I guess.
You don't save it up.
Do you? Actually, I did save it up the other day. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know
It
why
feels
though.
so much better to have hot water running on you and pee in the drain.
I was so lazy I
It's
didn't
like
want to
you're
lift the
peeing your
toilet seat.
pants.
I think
No.
I just was lazy. I didn't want to lift the toilet seat.
I used to, but I don't do it anymore. I mean, I pee first, and
No,
then
no.
and then I shower, and then if I pee in the
I
shower,
know why I
then
did
I
it.
feel like that's a waste of water, though.
It's
That's
'cause
that
I had-
always gets me.
I
It
had
is
just
a little bit.
I had just blasted off,
I don't
so I
it's kinda
thought
gross.
no, seriously, I just blasted off, so I thought it was gonna spray everywhere. So that's why I wanted to do it in the shower. You guys ever had that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's usually the next morning, though.
yeah, it's
Not
true.
immediately after.
You got a little bit of cummy stuck in there. So yeah, that's probably why I did that.
Or it gets stuck and it cuts it into two different streams.
That's
But
the worst.
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
that's
next
what-
morning
yeah.
you
It's
go and
always
it
so
just
freaky when it
sprays
happens.
all over the
That's
place.
why I would do it. Otherwise, I would never just purposely. Oh, the shower's gonna feel better to piss in. I feel like
So I suppose then you don't poop in the shower. Hey, it's a serious question. A lot of people do it.
no, they don't.
Waffle stomp it? Yeah.
Who?
Waffle stomp.
You poop on the grate and then you, stomp on it.
the famous German waffle stop.
Nobody poops in the shower, man. You couldn't find a single person that actually does it.
That's not true.
No, you don't.
There's stories of Andre the Giant going in wrestling in Japan, and they had the little mini toilets that he didn't fit on, so he had to poop in the tub and then stomp it down the drain.
You've never accidentally pooped in the tub?
Oh yeah, I have taken a bath.
What? How do you accidentally poop in a tub?
I was just one dingleberry. You guys have it?
No, what the fuck?
That was
Yeah,
when
you
I was
think-
like 17.
You don't like poop in your hand and toss it over into the toilet? You guys aren't living.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Tony doesn't do any of this shit. He's just trying to get real serious stuff
I'm
out of
trying to
us.
get you guys to admit it on camera.
Yeah. No, yeah, I have. I thought it was a fart and it was a turd. Just one time though, I was taking a bath.
Nope.
I think I was really sick, and I might have even been younger. But I remember I yelled for my mom, and she came and grabbed it out of
I remember you saying that.
there. It's a true story.
With chopsticks.
Yeah. I got that
She
today.
grabbed the turd out of the. Yeah, it wasn't a floater either. So I just remember it. It was like perfectly circle.
Well, and when's the last time you crapped your pants?
I got you, Teach.
Never?
No, I know Maggie Foster said I did that one time, but I
Did
never
what?
shit my pants. I was really sick one time. We went to Nick Karen's house, and it just smells like weed in there. And that over time for hours, that like made my stomach hurt. And then we got McDonald's, and I stayed at Andrew's house, right? I had my snowball knockout boxers on that night. And I was just sharding all night. And I woke up and went to the bathroom and I had shit stains in my boxers. That's where Maggie got the stories, but I've never actually shit myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I've like 5 or 6 occasions probably.
Where you've
I
actually
think that
shit
counts. I
yourself?
think that counts as shitting yourself, though. If you look.
Does
at
it?
Dude, you've never dropped a foot-long log just in your pants.
Yeah.
No, you have not.
Yeah, multiple times.
Like when you're sleeping or...
No, awake, fully awake.
How the hell do you do that?
I don't know.
No,
Like,
he's trolling.
No, 3-4 months ago, I was extremely sick.
Oh, you're sick.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
And I'm like, I can work today. I'm sitting there. All of a sudden,
So you thought it was a fart? Or it
no,
just falls
it
out
just
of you?
was completely out of nowhere.
Dude, you get pegged.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like,
That's
horribly
called a
sick.
prolapse, dude.
yeah.
Shove it back in. That's fucking
yeah.
crazy. I've never had that issue.
But
Really?
not like a huge log, right? Just
No.
like a dingleberry or turd, like a little turd.
It was like liquid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I
like
haven't
sharding then, right?
That happened to me Christmas morning. I think like 20. I can't remember when.
Oh,
I was horribly sick, and I woke up and I tried to fart a little bit, and it just
You brought the
just
coal on.
liquid.
Yeah, that's true. I used to shard a lot, I feel like.
Now it's all coming back.
Yeah,
Well,
once
I
you
had
think
some,
about it.
I had some stomach issues for a while, I feel
Chris?
like. I was sharding all the
I
time.
know, I've never, I mean,
TJ,
I've done the shart that was a fart accident, or like,
TJ, a former fat.
trust me, a
I was
fart too
gonna tell the
much.
story of
But
I
only
used
3
to be
times
really
about that.
fat.
So you've never sharded or anything?
No, I have, but like, only like a
Admit it
handful.
on camera, dude.
Only like a handful of times. And it
Was
was
there any like actual poop or just water or what? Liquid?
like a tiny amount of poop.
Yeah.
But no, I have a pretty healthy colon, I think.
Never trust a man that's never shit himself as an adult.
True.
I always remember Adam Hefty. This always sticks with me, but he's like, "Yep, the older you get, the messier they get." I hate that he told me that because it was something that I've always been like thinking about and looking not forward to, but looking out for.
Man, I missed those snowball knockout.
Buy some more.
It was just like snowmen throwing snowballs at each other.
Snowman knockout.
Yeah,
Let's
you-
see.
Probably find
They
them
probably
on
know adult
Amazon.
version.
Oh, they're kids.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Let me search kids underwear.
Yeah.
Pictures.
I think that's what they were called.
How about this? Here's a would you rather for you. Would you sleep with a 1 to then be able to sleep with a 10? So,
Yeah.
whatever those girls we pulled up there,
Yeah.
whatever you thought was the best one, would you sleep with a 1 or a 0?
Do I have to kiss the one?
No, you just have to have sex to
Then, yeah.
completion.
Yeah, that's fine.
You would?
Lights
Yeah.
on, or you know what I mean? Like, do I know it's a one?
Yeah, you know it. You're
Did you
fully
find 'em?
aware.
Find them, Thomas?
Yes.
You
I think
would?
they sold them at
Yes.
Walmart.
Then how about this? Would you sleep with a man to sleep with a 10?
No,
You wouldn't?
I don't think so.
No, because I can just sleep with a 9 right now.
How
Would
would
you?
you?
Yeah, I can't.
I would sleep with a
Wait,
man.
what? This guy's just a boxing guy comes up, young snowball.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, that's what popped up for me.
I don't think I even do a 1.
Yeah, you do.
I'd do
To
it.
bang any.
A 1 to do a 10? I don't think it's worth it.
Who's like your number one chick you'd want to bang in this whole world? There's gotta
I don't
be-
know any one of those girls that you pulled out.
So you wouldn't bang a 1 for one of them?
What
Dude, come on.
constitutes a 1?
Like 800 pounds and
Okay,
Bad
well-
body odor.
yeah,
What if she's just really ugly?
You get
that's
underneath
not a
one of
1
those
then.
rolls
That's
and you're
just
holding
that's
on.
like maybe a 3.
Well, I would clean her off and shit first.
Just gonna scrub
a nice sexy sponge bath.
Yeah. Let's get in the shower, babe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, she's 800 pounds. I'm not even gonna get it in there anyway.
Well, you have to go.
Yeah,
to
but
completion.
your completion, so you can use your rolls to come.
Yeah.
Oh, so I could just like start banging her and then just jerk off, finish on her like that. So
You have to use her to completion.
Yeah.
So just
And you wouldn't?
just put some cinnamon sugar on her rolls.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cinnamon
remember
rolls.
that joke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was Caitlin, you text.
That
bring
one's
that
not
up to her?
bad.
Yeah.
That one's not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Tony wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do a
Psycho.
1 for a 10.
Dude, that's crazy.
Really?
Ah.
Homie.
Almost did a 1.
I think he probably has.
Should I tell that story or not?
Sure.
He just told me it the other day.
What is it?
He was like, when he moved away from Minnesota to Arizona,
Yeah.
he was like so, I just felt like he didn't know anyone or anything, and he felt like pretty down. So he just wanted something. So he put an ad on Craigslist for a mama that wanted a young kid, like an 18-year-old kid,
Okay.
or 19 or however old he was. He was of age. And he got a bunch of people back, and he met up with one of them, and she was ginormous. He said.
Well, he's tiny.
No. But she was like at least 400, I think, or something.
Oh wow.
She was huge. And he went to her house, and she was like, "Oh, honey, how you doing?" Like, and he got hard. He went to the bathroom, got hard, and then he contemplated life. And he's like, "Dude, I have to get it," because I think she was like a hoarder and stuff. So yeah, he had just moved to Arizona. And,
Jeez.
he was like just looking for anybody, and she was like, "Oh, honey, Sonny, come on back to my house," and all this weird ass shit. And,
Come on, Sonny.
He got out of the bathroom and just fucking like sprinted out the door. Never came
I can see he's like 4 feet tall. Right out the door.
And she was like apparently like yelling out the door, like confused, "Where are you going?" and all this stuff. He didn't have a car because he had rode back with her, so I don't know how he got back on.
But
Just ran the whole
still,
way.
he
Oh,
waded
right.
through all the garbage
butt naked running down the street.
hard.
Yeah, he was hard. That's the best part.
How do you get to that point? You've waded through all the garbage,
Yeah.
past the big sea monster. You're getting
But
hard.
I think at that point he was like a virgin too, so that's what he would have
Wow.
lost it to. And he
That'd
was
have
like,
been
"Dude,
rough.
I can't do this."
That'd have been rough.
I think. I might be like messing up part of the story, but that's the gist of it. It was pretty funny.
She
Dang.
wasn't 400 pounds. She wasn't a hoarder.
Yeah.
No, she definitely, and she was like calling him honey and stuff. Like, "Hey, come here, honey." Yeah.
That's what you get from Craigslist, I guess.
But I don't know if I could ever put an ad on Craigslist looking for
Yeah, you could.
Looking for-
Craigslist, dude.
Big Mama.
On Craigslist, I'm gonna show up. This guy's gonna kill me or something. Looking for Big Mama.
You're 30 years old.
So I'm not gonna bring a gun, but he might.
Well, your muscles can just deflect
What are you
the
saying? Why
bullets.
does me being 30 have to do that?
I'm just saying, you're not like 12 years
Yeah.
old.
It's not like a predator situation.
Yeah. You can easily drive
It could
away.
be a setup, like a setup.
Could be. Could not
Yeah,
be.
coming in this back room, and there's a dude waiting back there to ambush you.
With a shovel. Alright. How about this one? Would you rather do your mom with a 10's body? It's your
Dude,
mom's
We
consciousness.
should not be doing family members.
Alright, we can skip that one.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to answer that. What was the whole question?
Your
dad.
No. I don't know. I think I typed it wrong. Or a 20 in your mom's. That doesn't make
Would
any
you rather
sense.
do your mom in a 10's body or a 20 in your mom's? I'll put 20 inches in
Or no, your mom.
in her 20s.
No. It's a 10 in your mom's body. That's what I was saying. So you either have sex with a really hot woman, but you know that your mom is in there, or you're having
My mom is in there.
Yeah. Does that make sense? It's
Yeah.
like they swapped, like a Freaky Friday thing. They swapped.
Or
You know?
what?
Yeah. Or
Like
what?
they switched
Say
personalities.
the next part though.
What?
We get that. I'll say the next
You
part.
said so. Would you rather? So
Yeah.
it's,
So would you rather do the hot chick?
knowing it's your mom?
Yep. Or would you do your mom knowing that the hot chick is in there? So either way, you're,
Next
how does that not make
question.
sense?
What do you mean in there?
Like they switched.
Like her
She got
Minds.
the face?
consciousness is in
Yeah.
there.
I
Personality
don't
and
know what I mean,
consciousness.
Yeah, that's not really a good answer to that one, but
Either way, you're doing your mom.
exactly. You're doing the body or the mind. That's the hard part of would you
I
rather.
see.
Would you
Teachers
rather?
like both.
Yeah, teachers. Can I have both at the same time? Wait, can I put my mom's mind back in her body?
That's just a fucking dumb question.
Well, I don't know why you answered like that.
This next question's fucking dumb too.
Alright,
don't
TJ.
don't scream.
TJ, would you rather do
Oh,
a
that's
10?
just for me.
Yeah, would you rather have sex with a 10 while you're looking at Chris naked? Or would you rather do Chris while you're looking at a 10 naked?
That's so easy, bro.
Which
Is
one?
I'm doing a 10 while looking at Chris naked.
Alright.
Why would I want to fuck Chris?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Does it stink?
Oh, so like a dog fart.
Or do Chris while looking at a 10? Why would I ever want to do Chris?
Because then you're looking at a hot woman.
Yeah, but I can bang a hot woman and look
Yeah,
like
but
Chris.
maybe you just pretend that it's not Chris. You're looking at a hot woman.
I can just bang a hot woman and look like Chris.
You just staring at me like,
Yeah, what's Chris doing? Is he just standing there naked?
I'm kind of dancing a little bit.
You look at in his eyes while he's touching himself.
Okay, well now, I mean, either way, I'm not gonna bang Chris.
That's bullshit, dude.
What if, TJ, what if from there on you can only get off by looking at Chris naked? Then?
I bang the 10.
Yeah,
What if I bang Chris while looking at a 10? Then what after that?
nothing.
Then I bang you.
Either way, I'm not gonna bang Chris no matter what.
Alright.
That's my feelings.
Dude, if you could bang a 10 and look at me naked, you would do that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the
Pretty
obvious
easy.
answer.
Yeah.
You would never bang me.
It'd be like looking at porn while
It's
banging
like
TJ.
you bang me and look at Sydney Sweeney on the fucking TV.
She just and she's just sitting in the corner.
This could be you, bitch.
I'm imagining it's you. I'm right here. Come over.
I'm fucking.
Stop making Chris come over and do me.
It's like I'm fucking your pussy right now.
That was a horrible question, but I was trying to see if I could trip you guys up.
Next question.
It's obvious.
You wanted me to say I bang you. I'll only tell Chris that.
Sweetheart.
Would you...
Honey.
That's what most of these questions are, is between you and Chris.
You
Having
at 3
sex
he
with
wakes
each
up
other.
3 a.m. and just thinks about this.
Yeah.
You just press ass again.
What?
You just tried ass again.
No.
Would you rather eat dog shit or breathe through it in a mask for a whole day?
Or breathe through what?
Breathe through a mask of it all day.
A mask made of dog shit?
Wait, what's the first one?
Would you rather eat it or breathe in
Just
it
one
all
time
day?
each?
Yeah. So you either eat it quick and you're done, or you have to wear it on the mask all day and breathe it in.
How
Oh,
close-
so like
how-
on Jackass, where they fart into the thing.
Yeah, kind of. Like they put it in an N95 mask and they put it on your face.
How close is the mask? Because if you're still breathing in particles, that's like eating it.
Yeah, it's like it's on your face. You're breathing
There's
it in all
dog shit
day.
inside the mask.
Yeah.
Then I'd probably just rather eat it quick and
Okay.
and
Eat
get
it,
done
get it
with
over with, yeah.
Eat it, TJ. You'd rather eat it.
Because I mean, if it wasn't like gonna be getting in me anyways,
Dude, you
I
want
would
to
just
get it
breathe
over
through
with.
my mouth.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
I would just breathe
I'd
through my
probably eat
mouth.
it. Throw a little salt on it.
Smelling it all day.
I know,
Yeah, I'd probably eat it.
Yeah, it's just brutal.
24
And
hours.
dog shit is like a unique smell. Nothing really smells
Yeah.
like that.
It smells like asparagus.
Yeah, but maybe you
Oh,
get used to it after a couple hours.
No, I just breathe through my mouth, but if it's like right here,
Yeah,
then
and
I'm
then you're
gonna
just
be touching
breathing it through your
anyways. Yeah.
All right.
Why were you guys laughing so hard? You two were.
I don't know. It was funny.
It's just, yeah.
Thomas just ripped ass.
That
and then
hit,
everyone-
that hit me hard. That hit me good.
The fart did?
No, the question.
Next
Maybe Chris while looking at him.
I don't know, something.
It's just such an obvious answer.
All right. Would you rather have perfect, beautiful, bouncing tits, or your nuts are 1 pound each? So 2 pounds. Of
Oh,
nuts.
I'm a guy with tits or something?
Yeah, they're big, beautiful, and perfect. You can't take them off.
Where are they?
They're on his chest.
I mean, my balls are already a pound each.
Would
No,
I rather
like
have
a-
smaller balls or boobs?
I'll do the balls.
Yeah, a pound each though.
Yeah, as long
That
as
isn't
no,
that
is there a health negative side to it?
No, I
Then-
mean
then
they're
no.
heavy. They're
Yeah.
gonna
Is
slap
a
against
pound a
your
lot
leg.
though? Their balls?
Well, you get used to it
pound.
since they mean it's on your body.
Like you think that's maybe a pound?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
So now 2 of those,
How much
Jeez.
how much do balls weigh?
probably like 3 ounces.
couple grams.
This is 7 ounces only. Net weight, 7 ounces.
So 4 of these.
Not 4 of them, 3.
How many?
Well,
16 ounces in a pound.
yeah,
So
2.5.
2.5.
The average weight is 15 to 19 grams. Let's call it 16 grams. That's
How many grams are in a
32
pound?
grams.
Yeah. So
You have 32 grams of nuts.
Wait, there's got to be like 500 grams in a pound. No, it's probably more.
we'll
than
look
that.
up grams to pounds.
32 grams is 0.07 of a pound. So
So, and we'd have 2 pounds of balls.
Yeah.
2 pound of balls.
So, how many? Multiply that out. See how many equivalent nuts you have in your.
How many sacks?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That'd be way heavier.
But
It's
you
like,
would get used to it though. if
yeah, but it would
it's
also
conditioned.
kind of stretch you out a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. You might pull your dick down more too.
There's
pull out more.
There's 907 grams in 2 pounds.
So,
Also-
almost 1,000 times more.
1,000.
And also, how much do you think two big boobs weigh? I mean, that's going to be even more weight probably.
Oh, and that's how many balls? How much do our balls weigh? Two
16.
each?
That I factored in 2 of them. Yeah, it weighs like 16 per, so I went to 32.
Yeah, 2 pounds is 907. So divide that by 32, right? Because that's 907 grams, which, you know what I'm saying? Our balls are 32 grams combined, right?
Yep.
And it would be 907 grams with 2 pounds of balls.
Okay, so divide them.
By 32, right?
Yeah.
Just to see how many balls it is.
Yeah.
How many sets of balls?
How many
actually.
sacks?
Yeah.
How many sacks?
28 sacks.
Oh, so it's 28 times more. Not
Oh, okay,
1,000
yeah,
times
yeah,
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
that's right.
I'll do the balls.
you do the balls.
Yep.
It's 28 times more than what your sack weighs.
You wouldn't even be able to walk,
You
too.
would-
You'd have to, like...
That's what I'm saying. It'd hit your leg.
No, they wouldn't be like big, or they'd just be heavy.
No, they would
They would be
eventually
denser.
fall down and then be knocking between
Oh,
your
it'd be the
knees.
same size? Just
Yeah, same
they would-
size.
Oh.
They're just way denser.
That's fine.
28 sacks.
You can always wear a
32
tighter
per
boxer or
sack.
briefs or whatever too
Yeah,
that
that's
holds
true.
them up.
I mean, I'd have to go with the heavier nuts. I don't want a big pair of.
Yeah, I'd go heavy balls.
Yeah.
And the
Oh my
tits are
God.
going to be just as heavy as the balls, anyways.
I
Probably.
mean, those are a lot more obvious. Like you
And
put
obvious,
on
yeah.
2 or 3 pair of compression shorts, or
But like, why do I want tits as a guy?
so you don't have.
so you
two
can let me,
nuts.
so you can let me fuck you in the chest.
Why you look at that?
I look at Sweeney. Dude, Sweeney. These could be your tits.
Yeah, that's an easy one too. Then balls, obviously.
I could also do that with
Now,
2 pounds of balls.
Now, if you flip it and say,
No,
well,
they're the same size.
I mean, I guess obviously you'd be a
Yeah, what woman would want 2 pounds of nuts?
no. But if you would
You'd
you
be
rather turn
surprised.
to a girl and have perfect breasts, or would you rather still have keep your 2 pound
I want to
balls?
be turned into a
I
girl.
want to be a girl.
I mean, there you go. Fair enough.
All right, TJ, this is a good one for you. Take a shot of cum every day if it acts like steroids. You start doing it, but none of the negatives of steroids.
Well, he would.
Yeah, I probably would.
Yeah, you would start doing a shot of cum every day.
And I'd be able to
My
come
own.
every day.
Yeah, is it my
own?
own?
No,
Or is
it's
it
someone else's.
Mandingos.
It comes to you in
You
the
know what a
mail.
mandingo is? Big black guy in porn, dude.
Would you do the same thing if it was like healthy steroids? If it was from a one that was poop, a one's poop.
A girl's one's poop?
Sure, yeah.
That's a big difference, Chris. Guy.
Girl, my 600-pound life, girl. Honey boo boo.
She drops
Honey
it
poo
in your
poo.
mouth,
Oh,
but
geez.
it acts like steroids
But
without
going,
it.
I'm not doing
But
that.
it's diarrhea. It's
Anything but
I'll stay natty.
anything with eating shit.
like, you wouldn't do it? For the
Would
games?
you?
No?
I've never taken steroids.
I would never take steroids, though.
Yeah. But like, if I'm taking a shot of my own cum, but I'm not, huh? Someone else's.
Yeah.
Or not, huh?
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's kind of hard. Would you do it?
What was the question?
Tony had to say no to all of this, so he seems like
What was it? Shot of
stand-up
cum to act like.
Well, steroids, but no negative effects. That's the
Yeah,
best part.
yeah.
No shrunken balls.
I
no
don't think
fat.
I would,
In fact, you get heavier.
because
though.
eventually when you go, you have to go off of it eventually. I'm
Yeah.
either on it for the rest of my life and jacked, or I go off and I lose it all.
But who cares if you're if we just do it for the rest of your life because there's no side effects.
I don't want
Imagine
to take
gr-
a shot of cum. for the rest of my life.
Imagine Grandpa
Every
drinking
day.
cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Grandpa drinking cum for the rest of his life. Yeah, I mean,
You know, when you're an old man,
Oh.
you gotta take my shot.
It's just like you take it with all your pills.
vitamin D, cum, calcium.
And then there's the local news story on the 100-year-old guy. What's the secret to long life?
Yeah, exactly.
Shot of cum, sonny.
There's a would you rather, and Jeannie granted my wish.
Mandingo comes over and blasts in my face.
Yeah, you have to switch at some point if your donor died.
Honey poo poo.
Unless you froze a ton.
Will you trade your balls for a second dick?
Don't you need the balls to like cum?
Well, let's just say you retain the ability of them, but they're gone.
Then yeah,
Yeah, you'd have a
Why
second one
would you-
hanging down.
yeah, whatever.
Why? For what though? You're gonna go anal and vagina at the same time?
Two sensations of jerking off. One can cum and the other can.
Yeah.
Can I implant that second one on top of the other one so it's double the
Double
length?
length. It hangs down where your nuts would be.
I would want it to be positioned in a way that I could fuck her anally and vaginally.
So
You
I
could
was
probably
saying.
do that.
Yeah.
Be a little
I don't
awkward.
think I'm doing that because it looks you look really gross.
I mean, I've seen what it looks like. You can Google it right now.
I'd rather have my huge cock and balls.
You'd get rid of the balls and get a second
No.
identical
I
penis.
would not do that.
Really?
Aesthetically, that's gonna look disgusting because it's not normal.
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that either.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I think I might.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
But part of jerking off and the sensation of your balls slapping your gooch is what makes it so good.
Oh, really?
If you go in Pornhub, you can see the guy who's born
Chris
with
doesn't
two
know
dicks.
because his haven't shrunk yet or like dropped.
Yeah, mine haven't shrunk. It started out down to my knees. No.
So you've never had that sensation. But I don't think a girl would even want that anyway. Most
You want to hear?
girls.
You want to hear my balls slapping tonight in the shower?
Yeah.
All right, I'll send
I'm
it to
just
you.
saying most girls haven't, or most girls wouldn't like that. I feel like.
But the ones that do are probably freaks, and they probably just want to
Yeah.
fuck all the time.
Yeah, TJ, just think you could start an OnlyFans,
Yep.
the guy with two dicks.
Yep.
Women would line up.
Yep. You would have an endless amount of creators to work with.
You'd have sex with Chris and look at two tens. You got two dicks.
So they both
I
have
don't
dicks.
know.
Double bad?
I would do double dicks, yeah.
Yeah, me
You're
too.
doing double dicks.
Yeah.
I don't think I am.
I would double dicker.
Yeah, you fold them together and put them in the same.
You know, it's
Double the girth.
Mm-hmm.
so you're putting them together.
Yeah.
How would you do that when it's gonna hang below?
They're right next to each other.
Like it's underneath hanging, you know?
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
So
One's
if
maybe a little
it's
bit
the same
shorter
size, so
than-
I'd have like 6 inches with
Not
two
necessarily.
Yeah.
Not
Combined,
necessarily.
yeah.
Could be different sizes.
Well, it's an identical one, right?
Oh, okay.
of them. Identical twins.
Yeah.
You have a normal one and then just a horrible jacked up one. It's
You got like a pig dick? Yeah, it's not a human dick, it's like an animal dick.
What's the duck that has the corkscrew on it?
I thought that was a pig.
Fucking horse cock.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's hanging
The
down.
second one is a horse cock. It's just huge.
You have a shrimp penis?
It's just microscopic. All right, here's
I mean, that's only when you come out.
Well, that's what I mean. If it's an identical for
the
Chris,
top one stops working.
if it's an identical for Chris, he's just gonna have 2 shrimp dicks.
All right, would you rather go back 100 years and be black, or back 200 years and be white? So you're going back to 1825 as a white guy.
What's wrong with that?
It's like no running water or
Oh.
electricity.
I go
anything
back
like
200.
that.
Be white.
Or go back to the 1920s as a
That's
black guy.
slavery.
No, it's not slavery, but it's segregation.
Jim Crow.
Segregate. Come on.
Do I get to pick where I live?
Yeah, you can pick where you live.
think
I mean, it
really
has to be
know
within
what
the U.S.
segregation
Oh.
is.
Oh.
What is that? Where they split them up?
Yeah, it's like you can't use their water fountain and stuff like that.
I mean, the 1820s were pretty cool. But having to stay in the United
Mine
States.
was like Hitler and stuff. Is that 1920s?
That was 40s.
30s or 40s, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
If I could go back to the 1820s and be an explorer,
Jesus Christ! I think you shit your pants.
You got that right in the face.
Threw a fucking fart ball at me. You guys ever thrown a fart ball?
I would be
Remember when
the
you used to do that?
I'd be the white
Pack
guy
it.
because then I could beat my wife on the countryside and cut wood all day.
In the 1820s?
You said 200 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you go back to before Minnesota was a state and just live out in the woods.
Yeah.
It'd be a pretty terrible life.
It'd probably be more fulfilling than social media nowadays.
yeah, there were still cities in the 1820s.
Yeah, and then like I could
Yeah,
do
I
my
guess.
once a month shopping with my carriage and horse and shit. And
With all the knowledge that you currently have.
Yeah, wouldn't they burn you for being a witch, too?
only for a woman.
Dude,
No, they burn men.
are you fucking breathing?
If I'm in 1820s
I'm in
era
a
guitar
fucking
and
shit. I got a shit N95 mask on right now.
You're doing it for free.
I'd rather smell shit all day.
I don't know much about history, so I guess that's hard for me. But
I
Back
think,
to the 1820s.
yeah,
Yeah,
1820s would
okay.
be better.
Out on the prairies.
You can't really do anything in the 19... I mean,
that's
you
also
could,
like
but
the Great Depression, isn't it? Or is that later?
that was the 1920s.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, why would you want to go back to the
I
time?
know.
That would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, you have at
But
least
that's the height
electricity
of,
and stuff.
that's the height of jazz, though.
Yeah,
Go back and be a jazz guy.
and still get kicked out of clubs.
Because you're black.
Not in Harlem. Go to Harlem and be a jazz guy.
Yeah, that's true.
My luck, I'd be just like a not jazz guy.
Another good one.
Auction time.
Normal, yeah, auction time. Here we go. A firecracker blows off your cock, but it grows back the next day completely normal. You feel all the pain of it. You go to bed
That almost happened.
in pain. Yeah. But you wake up the next day and it's back. How much money are you doing it for?
Wait, so firecracker blew up my cock off, but it comes back the next
Yeah,
day.
so I light it. I set it on there. It
Which is what you did.
explodes. Yep, that's what I did.
Right in front of my parents.
Yeah. And then the next day you wake up and it's there again. And you can do it again. You do it every single day. And you get this amount of money.
Can I do it at 11:59 and then wake up at 12:01?
Sure.
So it only lasts for a minute and a half?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Still, it's a minute every day.
A minute, 100K for a minute.
Oh, I gotta do it every day?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to?
That changes everything.
jeez.
But you get the money every single time.
Wait, can I do it at 11:59 at 59 seconds? So it's only 1 second I feel for?
We just don't know what kind of pain that is.
I mean, you can
They're
guess.
pretty
Probably
bad.
the worst
Everything
pain.
blasted off.
Let's say you have to do it at least 11:30 at the latest. So it's 30 minutes.
Oh, but you're saying if I say
The latest like we do earlier on Ooh, I can't wait. I'm going to put my dick up now.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
can't wait to wake up.
Boom, here's another one. Boom.
Oh, so we get the money every time though. So if
Yeah.
I said 5 mil, I could do it 10 times, get 50 mil.
No, you do it every single day for the rest of your life.
But I only get 5 mil?
No, you do it. You get that amount of money every single time
Oh.
for a half an hour of agony every day. So this is compounding money and compounding pain. What do you do it for? What's the least amount you guys will do it for? 10. You
But
gonna
there's,
do
like,
10
no-
grand a day?
But
Probably
that,
like 30K.
30K a day?
I was gonna say 50K, yeah, but
Well, Chris is in the lead with 30.
I was gonna ask, there's no pain after.
No, you wake up. You look.
But am I sleeping all night, or am I in so much pain? I'm
No,
not
at
fucking
midnight.
sleeping?
At midnight it resets.
Oh,
It's a
and you said
Cinderella
11.
situation.
You said
You-
11:30.
I feel like you probably
Yeah.
start to get used to the pain after a couple of years of doing
I
it.
think so.
Yeah.
So you half an hour of pain gives you 30,
Jeez, what's
30K.
what's
Like I
10
can
bucks a
handle
day.
I can handle a lot of pain from the dentist because I know that they're fixing shit. But if it's like something I know is gonna be
What's $1,000?
the psychological aspect.
Yeah, you'd
can't
probably
do that.
start dreading 11:30 every
Yeah.
single day.
$65,000.
$1,000 a day.
I mean, if you know it's gonna be fixed, so then that's fine. Is what I'm saying.
Would you do it for $1,000 a day?
I don't know. It's so
Yeah,
hard.
that's-
So what do you do
that's-
for work?
Every day to
Thank
get
you,
your dick
Greggy.
blown off.
Yeah, for $1,000 though.
I want to do it for 1,000.
I'd rather just work a regular job.
Yeah.
I mean,
Have
with
my-
my job, if I'm working like if I do 10 claims per day during the busy season, that's 1,000 right there. I'd rather do that than blow my dick off every day.
Yeah, but it's guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's any loophole.
How about-
11:30 comes around. Up, daylight savings time.
Blow your dick off, go to work, get that $1,000, go to bed, get that $1,000 again.
All right, how about this? You can turn it on and off at will.
What do you mean?
There's a
will?
little switch to blow it off.
Oh, so like if I didn't want to do it for a week.
Yeah, you can take a week off. It obviously changes the amount. You're not just doing it for.
Well, as soon as I start, I'm probably just gonna fucking just go through agony for a long time
Yeah.
and then stop and never do it again. So yeah, I guess that
Until you gamble it all away. And
I'll
blow it
I'll
up.
say like $1 million then, but I'm only gonna do it for like 2 weeks.
Or if
And
you're
then
out at
it's
the
done
bar
for-
and you go, "Hey, you want to see something cool?"
You're gonna want to do that for a long time though, Chris. So 30,000, you're gonna just do it every day. For how long?
For the rest of his life.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's for the rest of your life.
Or if you're banging a 10 looking at Chris naked in the corner.
Blow your dick off.
Oh, what time is it?
Yeah, just fucking start banging chicks at 11:27.
I'm gonna.
What have you done to me?
I'm gonna blow.
But this way, so when it blows, is the firecracker appear out of thin air?
Yeah.
It just is there by
It's lit,
attached to your
too.
dick.
It's just,
What's that noise?
she can just hear it. It started.
So you blow her pussy and she doesn't get any money and it doesn't grow back.
Doesn't go back.
Don't worry, it'll be over in a half hour.
A couple days later.
Thanks.
All right.
Anyways.
How about to have your bladder in your ball sack? So as you're drinking liquid throughout the day, your
It
balls,
just fills up.
yeah,
It's
your balls are filling up. How much would you need for that?
I don't know. I don't really like the auction ones.
No.
No, it's.
You
You gotta
don't
think,
like you, I too much.
also, you gotta think about like the dollar amount. And then when you ask too many, it's like,
Well, yeah, the
Probably
reason I did
meaningless.
them as auction is to see who would do it for the absolute lowest.
Mm.
Because if I just say for 10 grand, that's someone's number might be a lot.
The firecrackers are then the hardest one, so that's such a pain tolerance. We have no idea what it would feel like.
How about this one? For $10,000, how many extra balls are you willing to put in your sack for the rest of your life?
10K?
Extra nuts.
Oh, jeez.
10 grand. Would you do an extra nut for 10 grand? One time payment?
So
Yeah.
I got 3 of them then?
How about 2?
I'll do 20 of them.
I wouldn't want extra nuts. I look like frog egg sack.
Yeah.
So you're worried about the look now, but you have 2 cocks and no balls?
Well, girls like cocks. They don't. Not every girl likes balls though.
Yeah, but then you're not going to be able to come. Or was
No,
the
I
whole
can-
rule
I can
we
still
can still
come.
come with 2 cocks?
Yeah, that was a rule.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
2 extra.
You'd go 2, so you'd do 4?
Yep.
4 for 10 grand?
Yeah.
Quadrubalolic.
Yeah.
You could tie them all together like a bouquet of flowers.
Yeah.
Twist them up.
A bouquet of flowers.
I mean, I don't know, I guess. That's a hard one. Ball sack bladder.
Yeah.
That's how much money would we do it for?
ball
Yeah.
sack bladder.
I don't think I'd do that for any amount.
Why? It's not going to hurt or anything.
No, but your nuts are filling up as you're drinking water throughout
I
the
just
day.
wear like these kind of shorts. Little shorts.
How full do you let your bladder get?
Yeah, and then also you close your legs onto your nutsack bladder and it just sprays
Imagine
up.
you're like an alcoholic and you just fucking have to piss over and over and over at night. I don't know.
Then you got other problems.
I mean, that's another hour and 5, so.
Yeah, I gotta go soon. I think.
Yeah,
Here.
I don't know.
Homies in hiding.